Like a Hellcat.
Hey guys, today we are reviewing the Milwaukee M18 brushless hammer drill, or also known as the fuel models. So the first thing that I actually notice about this drill is that when you pick it up, it feels hefty. It feels really good in the hand. It feels like it can withstand some use and abuse, which is what you want your power tools to be able to do. So that's really nice. When you pick this guy up, because it is a hammer drill, it actually does come with one of these, so you can place it on here. All you do is loosen it up and then screw this guy down, and then you get a nice little handle for your drill. So that's a nice little feature that it comes with. I mean, honestly, I haven't used it yet because I haven't really been drilling into anything that has needed the hammer mode on this, but it does come with it, so just keep that in mind. Now you're gonna have your basic drill things with this. You're gonna have your forward, your reverse. You also can put it in the center to actually lock it, so if you're throwing it in a bag, you're not wasting battery if the trigger gets touched or anything, or depressed. You have two modes here. So you got your one mode, which is a little bit slower. It's kind of like your normal mode. And then you'll have the number 2, which is much faster. So that's a nice little feature on here. A lot of drills have that, so it's nothing super special. Here is your hammer mode, and then right down here, the rest of this will be your drilling mode. So if you switch it into the hammer mode, you actually feel it kind of tighten up and set in place. And so that will have your hammer features if you're drilling anything that's super hard. And then you can kind of feel it actually click out of that mode, and then you're just in your basic drilling mode. And it goes all the way from 1 up to 18, and even past that. And at that point, it's giving it all it's got when you're drilling into something. Another thing that I actually really like about this is here, this whole chuck. It's a 1/2-inch chuck. It's actually made of all metal. From this point on, right here, this is all metal, and it feels real sturdy, real solid. The workmanship is really good on this, and I really like how it feels. Now, a cool thing that I like specifically about this, which I haven't seen actually in a lot of drills, is that when you're tightening it down, whether you got a drill bit in there or something, when you're to that point where it's about to be seated, you can actually feel it, and there will be an audible click, and you're locking in whatever piece that you have in here, which is a real nice feature. I actually really like that. So it doesn't fling out or something like that. It has like a nice lock in, and then when you open it up, you'll hear it and feel it kind of click too a little bit. That's a nice feature that I like about this guy. Right here you also have a clip, which is super nice, just to throw it on your side or around your belt, especially if you're using multiple tools. It can hang there. Now, one thing that I don't like so much about specifically this tool and their drills and their impact drills in general is right here, there's no magnet. Now, if you look on the Ryobis and on a few other models, there will actually be a magnet here that you can place extra screws, extra tools on this spot, and it just kind of holds it temporarily, which is a real nice feature and kind of keeps things a little bit more organized. Now, the Milwaukee doesn't have that, and I wish they would put that on there, but when you actually pull the trigger on this drill, you feel a lot of power, which is real nice, and like it It'll actually move your hand a little bit. And so that's actually it moving a little bit. That's the power of the drill, and that feels really, really nice. It feels super powerful. Another thing that a lot of Milwaukee tools have on here is this light, which stays on for about 10 seconds after you depress the trigger. So that's really nice, because then you can inspect your workmanship after the fact without having to pull out an extra light. So since this is a brushless model, it actually kind of has it has a smart chip in there, and the smart chip kind of decides how much power it wants to output into the screw or the drill or whatever you're driving in. So it'll sense the material that you're working on, and it will decide the appropriate amounts of power to expel for that specific material. So if you're doing something soft, it won't put out that much power. I mean, it'll put up enough power for you to drill into it, but what that feature does is it actually saves on the battery. So these brushless models are super, super, super fuel efficient or energy efficient, which is really nice, because especially if you're out there on the job working all day, you don't want to keep running back for batteries, or if you're even at home, you don't want to keep running inside to get different batteries. And that's kind of a big problem I've had with drills in the past, especially some of the Ryobis. The batteries don't last nearly as long. I know people are switching over mostly to the brushless models, a lot of manufacturers are, and so I'm interested to see how that's going to change over the next 5 years. But this is a really fantastic drill. Like I said, the only gripes that I really have with it are the magnetic spot right down here, and then also price. I mean, these Milwaukees are going to cost a lot more than your basic DIY homeowner Ryobis, which are actually are good drills. I'm not knocking on them at all, because I think they're actually really good drills. But those are my thoughts on this, and thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
Like a Hellcat.